Greetings, I'm Kilter, your DM for tonight's Adventure League game for the Daddy Warbucks D&D community. If you want to learn more about D&D or Adventures Leagues, please check out the panels below or the link displayed to the Discord. Tonight we're continuing the Rising Shadow story line based in the Moonshae Isles region. Moonshae's Isles are mystical lands of nature, magic, and wonder. But with that, let's go ahead and jump in to tonight's game. Alright, guys.
We all good?
Yes, we are good. I'll go ahead and get some character introductions when I pop your token up onto the screen.
My name is Bambi Sebastian. I am a fight. I fight because of my glorious leader, Harbot. I serve him. I hope to gain power to serve. Yep. I hope to be strong to make him proud.
I'm Joel. I'm an affable and not too smart furbog who desires to return home to the wilderness.
Varkas Liso, former pirate turned adventurer. My ship ended up sinking, and I figure, well, there's probably a lot of plunder on land, right? Better go get it.
She is a moon elf with purple skin and dark blue hair. She has a cloak of red dragon scales as well as scale mail and a shield. At her side, she has a book which she calls her spell. And on her left hand, she has what appears to be kind of like a slave chain bracelet with an eye on the back of it. That is her quote-unquote arcane focus. And she says, I'm a wizard, but I can also heal. But the magical secrets that I'm going to discover upon my journeys are unlimited.
All right, so I'm going to be playing Vodos. He's a Triton pirate, wearing chainmail, shield, trident. He's kind of short. He's about 5 foot tall, and he's got blue fins. Speaks primordial. Knows his way around navigator tools and water vehicles.
All right, Widge is not the cleanest fellow there. He's a bit of a grifter and takes the opportunities he can get to eat free food because never know when you're going to find your next meal.
All right, I'll be playing Zolthar, half-orc barbarian, lover of ale and good times, from the tribes in the wilderness. Always looking forward for adventure and to help people in need.
All right. So far, the group has been approached by a mysterious seer and been given a prophecy to fulfill. I'll go ahead and share that with you guys. After getting this prophecy from an old halfling seer, you were sent to Captain Poppy, who has been providing voyage around the island. She's also been helping kind of decipher the prophecy as she has her own part in it as well. But we are... She takes a look at the prophecy once again and reads out the third part. So Wolfer's power was not in dispute. His mighty spellbook, the source. A twofold child marks your pursuit of Blodvahrer, legendary's force. All right, Captain Poppy gives you a little bit more information. Says it'll be a couple days' journey until we get there. The town of Blodvahrer is a trading hub and small fishing town. It's located about a day's sailing northwest of Ulfstead. She says that it is the birthplace of a legendary hero named Whitwolf, and as the prophecy refers to his spellbook, believes something. Need to find something along that, maybe even find his spellbook in town.
Spellbook. Vin's eyes go wide, and she like smiles.
Okay, so.
Well, as long as we get in a fight, I'm
So, fighting is very good.
All right, so you guys sail off and arrive in the city, or sorry, to the town in the morning. The dock seems to be pretty scarce of individuals, or at least workers. You see a lot of people actually fishing. You're able to dock the ship without any real issue. Go ahead and move you to a map of the town. I should put your tokens there so you can see. Your tokens will be in the water, but it's mostly just so you can see and use them if needed.
okay. So striding off the ship, kind of walk up to the nearest dock worker and just grab him.
All right. So as you walk off the ship, you notice a kind of heavier set man. He's wearing a shirt with a bunch of ruffles on it, and says, yes, welcome. I see Poppy has returned with her crew. We'll need to pay to dock. She knows the typical amount.
Yep, she can handle that. Where's the alehouse?
Well, yes, there is a large inn that will probably meet your needs towards the center of town.
All right, I just kind of shove my way past him and start walking towards the center of town.
Him.
No, a good man. Plug a veil sounds like it'd be good times.
I'll flash the guy's sign to see if he recognizes it. Kind of not really out in the open, but just kind of to see if maybe I have a person on the inside here or not.
What was the sign? I didn't hear it.
Just like a Lord's Alliance sign, just kind of a hand gesture. See if I can see recognition.
He just kind of looks at you puzzled.
All right, I'll just continue on then. But I'll have my shield out.
All right. So as you start to make your way through the city, you see the docks are kind of, again, scarce of workers, but there are a few people taking stuff back and forth around. Where you see where the 2 is, that's it seems to be warehouses with individuals walking back and forth.
Okay. Yep. Just gonna keep walking until I see or smell.
All right, so the 5 is actually where the inn and the tavern is.
I
You guys don't have numbers.
see-
That's right. Sorry.
Yeah,
All right, so let me go ahead and go through the dock area here. As you start to make your way, you see some warehouses here, where I'm pinging. You also start to pass a marketplace over on the opposite side of the warehouse. Then the 2 large buildings here, the one on the left is you see a sign for a general store, and then the other one is a inn/tavern.
Sorry, where was that?
The inn/tavern is here.
Cool. Yep.
Are the townfolk taking any sort of note of a kind of like weapon bristling, burly, mixed race party of adventurers at all?
You see a couple of weird looks occasionally, but they don't seem to be. They don't last very long, as it is a trading hub. They are kind of used to seeing people of different types come through, and they've heard legends of different adventurers and things. So.
Okay, and you said there's sort of like not that many dock workers, but is the rest of the town pretty normally populous for the amount of buildings and stuff around?
Yes, you do see it. It seems to be pretty busy. The marketplace is fairly busy, and then you do see the warehouse workers going around. As you approach the square before going into the tavern, you see a small circle of people standing out front. They seem to be shouting angrily at each other. You hear one of them yell, "You dirty Cantus," in a deep voice. The other one responds back and says, "That's Arcticus, you numbskull." It's a female voice.
Is this outside of the inn?
Yes.
Okay. So as I'm walking up to the inn and I see them all there, any person that's in front of me, I will very rudely and abruptly shove them out of the way. Maybe throwing them to the floor if that's what happens. Not my problem.
Okay.
Just walk up, just shove them out of the way. You're blocking the inn. You're going to argue? Take it out of.
All right. So a couple individuals that are looking on kind of just move out of your way. As you walk by, you see that it is a group of what look to be like teenage kids. There's a large muscular boy holding a smaller wiry boy in a headlock. Three bigger boys seem to be behind him, and then the other one, there's a female next to opposing them, it looks like.
I'd like to go up and just like pull the smaller boy out of the headlock.
All right.
Or Zolthar would.
Okay. The bigger boy has him in the headlock, says, "Hey, what are you doing? Interfering with us. The local priest of Tempest, or my father is in charge of them. I have right to go after any of those supposed spellcasters."
Listen, boy, you want to put somebody in a headlock, you got to do it properly. And I grab him and I put him in a headlock and I just start squeezing his head.
Like, you can pick on someone your own size. Leave this boy alone.
He's got to learn sometime. If he wants to bully, he has to do it properly. And there's only one way to learn.
All right. So you start to see a crowd kind of start looking and watching as this is going on. You start to also hear a little bit of muttering as you see the girl get really angry. It's like, enough of this. There's no need for this, and kind of grabs her, the younger boy, and backs up. And all of a sudden, one of the kids that's with the bigger boy starts to fall to the ground laughing.
Like,
Did I notice anyone possibly casting a spell?
Go ahead and give me a Arcana or Insight check.
Varkas assumes that it's because of his antics of grabbing the bully and putting him in a headlock instead. He's very sheltered.
All right, so you notice that the young girl has a very surprised look upon her face before both of them kind of dart off into the distance.
All right, I'll kind of shove the muscular boy to the side and say, "Well, now next time, do a better job and make sure that you're not in my way."
You see
and
him
head into the inn.
says, "My father will hear about this," and he kind of gathers his friends and then starts to move off.
Before he leaves, I want to call it. What was that about? Not casting spells?
Tempest doesn't like spellcasters. And this town is not fond of them either.
But isn't one of your heroes of old a renowned magician?
Heroes from this town? And you see them just kind of turn and scurry off as fast as they can.
And this
What wolf wasn't
spellbook.
from here then?
We should probably find the spellbook and leave as soon as possible. Some of us are very arcane.
Some of us are very thirsty.
Yeah, some of us might say that we're even of an arcane domain. And, if we want to avoid trouble, we might want to keep it up. Those of us who can deal with the arcane might want to keep it on the down low.
Yeah, it might be best not starting a fight if we don't have to.
How else do you get to know a new city without starting a fight?
Yeah. And can I order 2 mugs of ale?
All right. So, as you guys are going into the inn, you see several tables at a long bar, and the smell of food is decent. You see drinks are not. They seem to be good drinks, as the people there are actually in very good spirits. As soon as the door is opened, you are greeted by a middle-aged woman with a shoulder-length blonde hair, wearing a plain dress and a white apron. She says, "Greetings. Take a seat wherever you like. Come up to the bar. I'll get you whatever you need. My husband Edward will make whatever food we can for you."
Ale and keep it coming. I'll go and take a.
Yes,
sounds good.
I second that as well.
Sure thing. Ale for the table.
On my way in, of course, I am looking for unfinished seafood. It sounds like this is a fish town that I might snake and take to the table with.
Yes, you are able to find a couple plates that have a little bit of leftovers that were not consumed.
Excellent.
As he starts eating it, I kind of lean over and like, can I give him a nod?
No, this
like,
one's
hey,
mine. No, no, I know what you're going to ask. This one's mine.
what's that? Yeah, but what's it like? Is it good?
It's fish. You want to lick my fingers?
No, but is it good?
You sure?
Is it good?
That's how you're going to find out if it's good. You can lick my fingers.
I mean, you could always.
Otherwise, I'm going back.
While they're
You can always-
distracted,
you can
I'm
always
gonna
tell it.
cast
Tell-
prestidigitation to make it to heat up for him, so he doesn't have to eat cold.
Oh, thanks.
Is
Welcome.
there any battered fish?
Yes, they can get battered fish for you.
And some chips.
You could have made it
I'm going to
at
walk
least
over to
smell
one of the other.
appealing.
I'm going to walk over to one of the other patrons. Somebody who's eating, kind of lean over and like arm around his shoulder and lean over him, like, "What you got there? That any good?"
He kind
Don't let
of
him lick your
warily looks
fingers.
up at you and says, "Yeah, it's some of the best food we've had around here."
All right, I'll kind of just shout over to the bar, "Hey, I'll have some of this."
You hear from the back, "All right, coming right up." And you notice that most of the folks that are in the inn seem to be wearing typical, normal clothes of a commoner. Nothing real fancy, nothing real ragged or anything either. But one individual kind of stands out. He's actually the only villager you've seen so far wearing armor, and he has a warhammer at his side.
What's he doing? Who's he talking to?
He's actually just sitting at a table. He kind of has a drink in front of him. He's a little bit off to himself.
mind and just continue with my ale.
All right.
Yep, I'm drinking. I'm drinking quite a lot, and I just tell them to keep it.
All right. The cook and owner, they both seem very pleased to have you guys in here drinking. The wife does come up and says, "So, what brings the lot of you to this small town?"
That's a good question, DM. What are we doing here? Like, what's the context of the previous adventure in this saga?
All right. So you guys have all been supposedly part of this prophecy that was given. You guys are trying to figure out what each part of it means, essentially. So you just have that one paragraph of information.
So what about that paragraph linked us to this town?
All right. So Poppy had informed you guys that the name of the town is in it, and then that the legendary hero Whitwolf is there, and it mentioned something about a spell book.
Okay,
yes.
so is this Blodvahrer? Is this the town?
Yes.
Okay, and Whitwolf is the legendary person whose power is this spellbook that we are like prophesized to recover.
Yes, that is your understanding of it so far.
Okay, got it. And what's Poppy doing right now? Did Poppy come with us after paying to tie up the ship?
Nope. She stayed with the ship, and her crew is all on there. She actually waved them off from actually leaving the ship. Right now, she is solely transportation for you guys.
Okay, got it.
So that guy's going to be waiting for his cash then.
Oh no! After he talked to you, he kind of went up towards the ship, so he was taking care of that.
Okay.
I go up to the. Oh, sorry. You said that was it the owner's wife, the innkeeper's wife, had come over and asked us what we're doing here.
Yeah, she's been the one that's kind of been bringing the drinks and stuff, and as she was dropping them off, asked.
Got it. Yeah, Droll tells her that we have been traveling around and heard that Blodvahrer was a place that Whitwolf had been, and we're curious about the history of the town.
Whitwolf. Name isn't too familiar. Oh, no, maybe. I do vaguely remember being told a story by my grandmother about someone named Whitwolf. Or it was maybe White Wolf. It is something. It's especially dumb about them. Something about always failing to catch a chicken. That's not something I've thought of in a while.
That is strangely specific.
Marquis, as we were entering the inn, there were some young lads giving trouble to another one, and someone said that spellcasting isn't allowed in this town. What's going on here?
Oh, the town hasn't very looked favor upon those that cast spells. Tempest really doesn't like it, and she kind of looks over to the individual that's sitting in armor.
Tempest? Who's Tempest?
That is actually our local priest of Tempest, Father Bjorn. Tempest is the local religion.
They'll imprison children, and you worship them?
No,
It's kind of like
I don't understand what you mean. Children? What were they doing to the children?
spellcasters can come at any age, especially some even show gifts as children. why does the town follow someone who would imprison children? And I just kind of like rub my so-called arcane focus a bit with the back of my hand, or I guess with my finger.
She kind of seeing the symbol has a weird look at first, and it says, as far as I know, they don't do anything to children. We just haven't had a lot of spellcasters around here or dealt with many of them. They do tend to bring trouble from what we're told.
What spellcasters do?
I give the innkeep a few silver pieces and ask her to send an ale over to the local priest on our behalf.
Very well.
Why do you want to be on their good side? Priests themselves do spells.
Yeah, but
You're right, Vin, but we're new to this town and we need information.
Oh, the spells by priests are given by those above us that look out for us, so it's typically a holier casting. It's more on the side of good.
So what you're saying is that the god that hates spells gives spells to his most prized.
Roll my
Sounds a little
eyes.
backwards if you ask me.
Oh, I believe they typically only use to heal, but I really don't know much about these things.
Would you say that the local name for this town is? It must be pronounced a little differently than it is in the legend.
Let me see. Blodvahrer? I'll go ahead and put it in chat for her.
Okay, cool. After the innkeep goes and delivers the ale to the priest, Droll will stand up and make his way over there and take a seat with the priest and say, well met, Father. What's the news in Blodvahrer?
Not much. It's same usual day-to-day things. Trade, fish. Not much else going on. Very peaceful.
Peaceful, you say? There were some boys bullying another right in front of the inn on our way in.
Oh, well, yes. Unfortunately, sometimes children will be children. Did you see who they happen to be or have a description?
Yeah, I described the kids to the priest.
He gets a little bit of a frown on his face and says, figures my son would be in the midst of it. I will make sure to take care of that and have the conversation with him. I mean, he does mean well and is of the right convictions.
I kind of take my ale over, like, which one was yours?
Mine is the larger boy in the city or town.
Ah, don't worry. I showed him. I already took care of that. And I pull up a seat.
Oh, well met.
See,
I am
he
Gordon.
had the kid in the headlock. I showed him. Gordon. I'm Varkas the Bold. Nice to meet you.
He puts out a hand.
Yep. Shake his hand. Your kid. He had the kid in a headlock. Kind of a weak one, though. I mean, the kid was only scrawny, so he couldn't get out, but anybody with a bit of weight to him would make short work of that. So I showed him a good technique, put him in a real tight squeeze.
That's good, I guess. The boy should learn how to take care of himself.
You never know when a bigger kid's going to come along. You got to be able to sock him one right in the chin,
Yes.
or put him in a headlock, give him a tight squeeze.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yes, well, hopefully he
So-
does it for the right reasons and is not just trying to throw his weight around.
I kind of shrug at that, like, whatever. So, peaceful around here, eh?
Yes, for the most part, everything's been normal days. Nothing too exciting. I mean, you hear tales of different rumors and prophecies of things going on. I mean, the Isles are a mystical place, but nothing shocking.
Kind of boring for a warrior like yourself, isn't it?
Uh, Sadly, yes. But I have chosen to make sure to protect this city and keep up Tempest's teachings. And you can see he kind of touches the holy symbol on a chain around his neck.
A noble goal, protecting those in need.
Yes.
Well, I've got another ale waiting for me back at my table. You have a good one. And I kind of give him a strong pat on the shoulder and head off back to the table. Continue.
Well, if you wish, you can continue to drink here. I mean, what brings you guys to this small trading town?
We heard about some guy called White Wolf, whatever his name is. We're trying to chase a legend.
I've actually not heard of that name, but granted, I've only lived here for about the last 25 years. History beyond that hasn't interested me much, but I'm sure those older folks may be able to help you with that.
Father, could you tell us who in town might know the history a little better?
Yes. If you go to the law house, Ragnar, he should be able to present the history for you. He works for the Jarl's government.
All right. Well, Droll will sit with the priest and finish his one ale that he's consumed.
Okay.
Yeah, Jordan
and then
back, so I finished his extra ale.
Yeah, perfect. Because it's a bit early in the adventure arc to get proper blasted. So Droll will finish his one ale that he was sitting with the priest with, return to the rest of the party, and say, "Well, does anyone want to come to the law house with me and see if we can't learn anything about White Wolf's power?"
Yes, I would love to
Sure.
learn more about the magics of this.
Yes. I believe there's some interesting, so I have to crack some schools.
Sounds like the right direction. Either way.
DM, where is the law house, and does anything happen in town as we walk over?
All right, so it's on the northern end. So as you guys start to make your way north, towards the left-hand side of the passage going up, so about here, you see merchants' quarters. They're large houses with gardens that hold vegetables and decorative plants. On the other side seems to be a bunch of different workshops attached to homes. You see tailors, leather workers.
Nice little town.
Yeah. Then you can see one of the nicer houses up top is the law house. So almost on the very northern end of town stands, according to the sign out front, law house. And it's a part log house, and the structure contains several side buildings that make up a larger stone structure around it. So.
Okay, we
Blodvahrer.
head in.
Knock? I can knock.
Yeah, please.
Marcus is following along, still taking a mug of ale with him.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm
They're like-
actually drank your ale instead of Drawls. I thought I got the names wrong. It's okay.
Are there like any like uniformed guards or like people of authority just kind of just patrolling ever so slightly?
No, actually, you don't see any guards.
Hmm.
Is there a door
Interesting.
to knock on? I can knock on a door.
Yes, you can go ahead and knock on the door. And then a old man, is balding, wearing simple yet expensive black clothes, answers the door and says, I'm Ragnar. How may I help you?"
Oh, greetings, Ragnar. I have been sent by the cleric of Tempest. He suggested you know quite a bit of history of the town, and very interested to find out more about that.
Oh, yes, I do have archives of many of the town's history. Please come in and sit down.
Oh, thank you.
Find the nicest chair and sit in it.
All right. Yeah,
I
the
pat Marcus on the head and say, "You just finished that beer before you come in, honey."
you do.
Varkas just walks in and just kind of leans against the wall.
All right. You see inside is very nice and well kept. There are a bunch of comfortable chairs and couches for you to sit on. Nice piece of wall to lean against.
Sounds
Sounds good.
Yes. So we're very curious about an ancient. I believe he was a hero.
Yeah.
A hero from this parts. Let me think.
Or maybe he just came through.
Whitwolf, I believe, maybe.
That's
There
the one.
was
Yeah.
an adventurer born here about 100 years ago with that name. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can find some information on him. You see him start to shuffle through a bunch of books and tomes. Eventually comes
Let's see
back.
if like any of them, like anything magic related.
All right, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is, but I'll still look anyway.
All right.
hot damn.
All right. You do not see anything that looks magical, but you do spot a book that has, like, the title written on it is Baron Whitwolf as Infamous Adventures. And you see that Ragnar is kind of on the other side of the room, not even looking in that area yet.
Grab it and start reading from it, because I'm like, clearly he's getting some other book, and this is just a light reading for me. And I
Okay.
don't think everything up.
All right. So as you start to read through the book, you do find that about 140 years ago, there was an infamous adventurer. That was a barbarian known for his feats of strength of endurance, and especially for acts of stupidity. So much that at some point he became the plot of cautionary tales. These tales mention that Whitwolf referred to his warhammer as his spellbook, joking that he used to cast sleep on people. And as you kind of make your way through it, so Ragnar comes over and says, "Oh, that was the book I was looking for." Odd.
Completely miffed that I came here for like this really awesome spell book. I was so sure I was gonna find like all these cool spells, and I learned it's a warhammer.
I'm not gonna lie.
Miffed.
I have my next character idea.
Yeah.
that's all.
Me too.
I'm like, oh man, are you sure this is the book you're looking for? Because this one doesn't talk about a spell book as in a book of spells. Are you sure there's not some other book?
No, I believe that was the only book I had on him. It should say something about his demise as well, and resting place.
I'll hand that to the party and try to find. Clearly, I did not search well enough. Clearly, I need to do better at investigating this. and try to find a book that talks about an actual spell book from Whitwolf, who's clearly a wizard and not a barbarian. This can't be true.
Varkas laughs and says, "It's fine. I'm a wizard too. My axe casts create dead."
No.
I will take the book there and flip through it and see if it says anything about final resting places or a description of the Warhammer, because I kind of remember the Priest of Tempest had a Warhammer.
Yeah, you don't find any actual description of it. You do see a lot of references to a spell book. Only a few mentions of an actual Warhammer. But it does have... it says that they had commissioned a tomb for him, sort of near some old burial mounds of his forefathers. And upon his death, he was buried there. Towards the back of the book is a folded up parchment that seems to contain a map of the location.
Is it all right if I borrow this? And
yeah, you should be able to. Just make sure it comes back in one piece, please. I mean, it is part of the town's history. Unless you wish to make a copy, maybe that would be easier.
No, I think taking it with me is easier. It'll be back. It'll be back in one piece.
See him nervously. Yes. Well, you look like a capable bunch.
Varkas puts his other empty flagon down on something else that also looks expensive. Just wipes his mouth and burps loudly.
You see the Ragnar kind of quickly pick it up and move it off of one of the books that is laying there, and says, I will take care of this for you. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, so yes, I have a map. Why don't we follow the map?
Yes, let's follow.
We want to play the hard way.
Hard way.
Yeah. We don't use a map. We just randomly walk around town until we get.
I think you're right. I think this mage works by casting sleep the hard way. That is brilliant.
I'm just like shaking my head. I can't believe it's not a real spell.
It is.
Sounds like a perfectly good spell book to me.
Yeah.
DM, will you tell us what the time of day is? Do we want to like? Is it the part of the time of day where it's okay to like set out to go follow this map now, or do we want to like take up rooms at the inn first?
Oh no, it's still fairly early in the day. You guys arrived like a little after sun up and everything, so it's still plenty of daylight left. The map also shows that the mountains aren't too far away from the town, so you could probably be there and back within the day.
So we should go to this area so we can fight. Of course, fighting.
Yes. So get the so-called spell book.
Yes, and let's if we die, let's die gloriously.
Oh, I won't let any of you die. I'm a really good wizard.
I know, but let's die gloriously if we do.
I'm not dying.
Nobody's dying here today, my friend. Don't worry about it.
If you even try to die, I will spare you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sweet.
I'm the best.
Best.
Yeah.
I've heard there was a necromancer from another world in this world. So, yes.
Necromancer from another world in this world.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
That's okay. I hope they're doing good.
I met them last week.
They have a spell book. Did you take it? Do you have their spell book? Do you
No,
have their spell book?
no. They have this weird drawing on the spellbook. So about life. I don't know what it means. Anyway, let's go.
I guess
That's
I'm
not-
leading. I'll have my shield out just in case. You never know when someone's gonna hurt you.
Marcus is like, just tell me where to go.
I have no idea. I assume it's
It's this way. Let's go. This way.
Yes, well,
All right. So you guys start to head out following the map. It's pretty peaceful. The weather is actually kind of windy but calm. Gray skies are overhead. It looks like in the distance there's a promise of a storm coming, but it's still fairly bright light. I need everyone to go ahead and make a perception check.
casually cast guidance on me as I walk because bad things happen to those who don't have good dex modifiers. Perception here.
Makes sense.
Dex is my second to highest stat because of those.
All right. So as you guys are making your way through the woods around the area, the majority of you, actually, looks like half of you seem to notice that you're being followed.
I say to Varkas, hey, I feel we're being followed.
So,
That means we could fight.
Do we see who's following?
They're actually doing pretty good of hiding, minus the fact that you see a small glimpse of what look to be little creatures darting in and out of trees every once in a while.
And I wave at them.
Yeah. You don't. They don't say. Don't see any kind of response. Almost like they're trying to hide behind trees and not be seen as you do so.
Oh, I give off a mean gesture as I walk away. You know what mean gesture I mean with the fingers?
Yeah.
Um,
2 fingers
middle-
up. Yeah.
Single finger up.
Okay, you're gonna do that one. Gotcha.
Yes.
The mean gesture of the colonies.
Excuse you, we're states now.
Well,
Yeah. Yes, state. What we classify you as.
Thanks. If I could give you guidance, I would, but I can only do it for me. I'm sorry.
All right, so you guys, I guess, continue on following the map through the dense pine forest. Eventually, you reach a large open area where there are several mounds filling the space. You can see a stone marker that exists on a small mound off to the side. To the map.
Incidentally, I do walk with my my weapons out if we try as a threat to any would-be bandits. Let them know that if they want to fight.
All right.
I'm surprised you don't keep your beers out. So if anyone comes along, if they want to drink, they're in for it.
I would keep my beers out, but I drink them all.
Yeah, me
That's a
too.
mistake. That's a mistake.
Fun fact: he actually has like a little device that he can stick on, like he can click a stick on, so it'll actually hold the drink right in front of him, so he can drink as he walks.
Oh man, I need to invent for Varkas like a keg backpack with a straw.
Oh, yeah. That should be good.
Who needs equipment? I've got beer and I've got a sword and axe.
Or a beer hat.
No, I can't hold enough. I'm going to carry like a huge keg on my...
All right,
Oh,
so
you can't do that.
you find an inscription on the top of this small stone by the mound here that says Wolfert and Friends.
So these are old, shallow graves that we're standing on.
They look like they're mounds that have been built up over about a century or so now, almost. But yeah, it looks like there's different burial mounds throughout this opening.
Okay.
Did you say there's sign was on this rock?
No, it's the small one by you guys. That just happens to be a stone that's by the pond.
Is there any sort of stuck in the stone?
No, the only thing on the stone is the engraving.
I know sort of stuck in the stone. Ah, shame. Could have been crowned as king.
Does it look like whatever was here has been left in peace, or has anything been disturbed or dug up and left dug up?
No, there doesn't see. It seems to be very peaceful. It's actually very quiet and calming in this area right now. Doesn't look like anybody's been here in probably a very long time.
Does the book mention anything about friends?
He did have other members that he would go adventuring with.
You guess.
Does it say how he died?
It was of old age, actually, and then he was just buried in this with his ancestors. Yeah.
Were we followed
Hey,
all the
Jack.
way here?
As far as you know, yes. You still can have feel that the individuals were following you and see them darting in and out of trees every once in a while, trying to be inconspicuous.
Joel's going to double back and investigate.
Would a PP of 15 do anything?
Yes, that's how you guys spotted them.
I keep waving them and do the meaning gesture.
When you try to double back, you can see the figures kind of start to fall back a little bit, trying to hide. They're not doing a very good job at it.
I
call out to them and say, "Hello, friends. Come and chat."
Come out or we'll chop your limbs and put you in a vat of salt.
A little bit backwards from the intent that Joel was going for, but, well, now we have both options.
You can kind of see where you know the area that they're at, and you don't hear or see any movement anymore.
No fights.
This is starting to get irritating.
Yeah, fighting.
As now that they've hidden themselves, but I know where they are, I'd like to use my Furbolg ability, Hidden Step, and go invisible and go over to where they are, and then reveal myself.
Okay. Before you are the two children that were in the square.
The two that were being beat. That's the scrawny kid that was getting beat up, and Ursa, his friend, maybe.
The one that was with him. So, but you can kind of they look very similar, so you kind of get the feeling they may be related.
Okay, so Droll is like a big furbolg, and he sits down on the forest floor and says, "Children, why are you following us?"
It's one ginger.
They both are, actually. They respond back as, well, we're not very well liked in the town, so we're hoping to follow you and maybe get away from this area. Maybe you guys could take us away to where we're not going to be treated the way we are.
Children, if you come with me, I will take you to a place where you will learn magic and arcane secret that will blow your minds, figuratively and literally.
And if you come with me, I can teach you how to make people explode with your fist.
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, I put them on the map for you guys.
And
Marcus looks over to Bambietta. You can make people explode with your fists. Why do you use a bow?
As for the higher members, we have to take rituals to do it. We have to. Higher members of our group can only do that.
You do that?
I can't do it.
Then how can you teach them?
High elders.
This
We have
one
kind
takes
of-
a whole load of
I'm
crap.
gonna wave
Don't
the
listen.
children away from those two.
They kind of look at them curiously as they're having this conversation back and forth. And the younger boy speaks up and says, well, actually, our parents are in Ulfstead. So if we can get passage there, we may be able to rejoin with them. They left to actually learn the arcane arts. So
And
They
I
left
suppose-
you alone?
they left us
Who are
with
you
our
staying with
aunt.
in town?
She's one of the merchants there. She has a shop and takes care of us well enough, but with our unpredictable abilities, it's become
and you-
difficult for her.
And you want us to protect you on the way?
What about your abilities?
Oh, well, as you saw earlier, my sister made that individual just spontaneously fall to the ground laughing.
that's good work.
Yeah. Hugh Harbuck may have work for you yet.
That is a true mark of the gifted in the arcane. You should continue to learn how to do that, child.
Yes,
Yes.
it's why we wish to hopefully return to our parents if we can get there without any trouble. We thought you might be
By
able
any
to
chance?
take us.
What are you going to
By any
offer as
chance
an
have you been
exchange?
to this glade before?
No, this is the first time we've been here. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to offer at the moment, but I'm sure we can find something. Maybe work as on your ship.
Oh,
I
so you want to be a
tell-
pirate? You've come to the right place.
I tell you what, if we take you there, you have to swear loyalty to the glorious leader, Hugh Harbuck.
Absolutely not. You don't have to do any of that crap.
Yeah, I
No.
just shake my head behind those guys and again gesture the kids away from it.
No.
Okay.
You know what? If you come with us, what you have to do is not listen to anything that person says.
But my leader allows high ups to make people hearts explode due to his
Well-
power.
I make people's heads fall off, and I do that just fine.
Yes.
Prestidigitation and clean up the children if they look a bit dirty or whatnot, just to kind of calm them down, just to clean them up.
All right.
Well, they are.
I glare at you. Like I could have used some of that like an hour and a half ago.
When?
This whole time.
I heat up your food though.
Yeah, well, I didn't know you could just like give me a bath like that.
Okay, fine. I cast prestidigitation over this angry guy and clean him up.
Over the
You give him
Thank you.
a magical scrubbing down.
Yeah,
I cast dancing lights to amuse the children.
yeah. Let's just butter up these children. I'm sure nothing
Yes.
bad will happen to them.
There you
Yes, I make them.
By
Eh.
children, I mean the archer.
go.
What do you mean?
All right. So
Look at the lights, bud. See if you can knock their face in.
I
Yes,
can't.
if you can make them explode.
I can't split their hearts. That's for higher ups of our.
I know, but you said you could explode their faces, so I'm just, here's look, 2 eyes and a mouth. Just explode that face. And if he tries to punch it, I'd make the lights kind of like explode.
Okay, I do that.
you see the younger one kind of start to hide behind his sister.
Then the lights come back together and look like a tongue sticking out.
Well, any chance we can get back to your ship anytime soon, or should we go back to
Nope.
hiding?
We have other stuff to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
we have to drink our annual five barrels of ale.
DM, I'm keeping up the guidance on myself.
Okay.
Just to let you be aware.
Yes, I have to drink my 5 barrels of ale a day
Oh yeah,
to keep my strength up.
children. I will. While my friends are studying this glade area, I will teach you a very useful cantrip called prestidigitation. Kind of give you an introduction to the arcane art.
Okay.
Actually, I look to the boy. Do you do?
We both have had outbursts of magical abilities, yes.
Never mind then. And I go and wander off somewhere. Gonna teach you how to wield an axe, but if you're gonna start with all of that razzle dazzle shit, well, deal with her.
Yeah, for a change, I'm actually with Varkas here.
Oh,
I don't think we need to do this training. There'll be plenty of time on the ship if you really want to try to teach them that.
Yeah,
I know. I'm not like giving them like the full course, like first lesson. Here we go, classroom time. I'm just kind of teaching them some base while everyone else searches this area. Cause we know something's here, but I have no clue. I can't even notice these children following us.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We could get a good search of the this general region. Wasn't there supposed to be? This is a burial, but there's supposed to be like a crypt or something
like that.
yes.
Looking around, you kind of get this sensation that this maybe was the tomb that they created. It seems like it's an old lineage, so they don't really have a lot of stone structures.
Oh, it's like they buried a person, they put a stone on top.
Yeah, with all the different mounds around, you figure that each one of them is probably someone of that bloodline.
Oh, that's dark. I love it. I
Well, if we
immediately.
need to dig someone up, I have a shovel.
Oh, do you? That would be marvelous.
And I am strong.
Oh, this is wonderful. We can
Pairing a strong man and shovel.
Can anyone detect? Could anyone perhaps detect magic and see if one of these mounds in particular has artifacts in it?
I can ritual cast it and drop guidance. If you.
Yeah, we don't.
Okay. 10 minutes.
We don't have anywhere to be.
Alright, 10 minutes will have to go by as I ritual cast detect magic.
Yes, and I tried to convince the children to join our glorious leader, Harper.
You see,
heads over somewhere and just sleeps against a tree.
The children kind of try to avoid you for that 10 minutes, staying close.
Like all my cow fat candles, I get my special incense, and I just get to town ritual casting this for 10 minutes.
I get the children 2 chocolate chip cookies to win the move.
They take them reluctantly, but they are starting to get hungry, so they do eat them.
Don't shake my head at strangers, kid.
Don't do it.
All right. So,
Pirating Rule 101, don't take food from strangers unless you've paid.
all right. So the 10 minutes go by without a whole lot of incident, except for the children being chased around with cookies.
Yes.
And then scanning the area, once you have your magic up, you notice that you do detect a bit of magic by the stone that you found the writing on. Wolf and its friend.
Just really quickly, just kind of walk around just to double check, make sure I'm not missing anything, and then go back to the stone and be like, something is definitely magic right here on this stone. Is it does it have a specific school of magic, or is it just a generalized magic?
It's actually really faint, so it's kind of hard to tell if it has a general or specific.
I will call the children over just so they can stay close to the party and let. But I'll attempt to pick up the stone like an idiot because that's my next best.
Can I hit the stone?
Nothing stopping you.
Okay, I'm going to hit the stone.
Okay, so as she starts to
With
reach
your
down,
fist?
you hit the stone and it just stands there. Nothing really happens.
I'll pick up the stone.
As you
Is
try
it
to
like-
pick it up, you feel that it's actually embedded into the earth pretty well, and it would need to be dug up to be released.
Hmm.
Then I'm gonna get digging.
Me too.
Yeah, let's see what's around it.
Yes,
I'm going to scold the children about eating cookies from that strange man and try to just usher them away from this, because you never know what's going to pop out of a grave.
my character's a
Alright.
female.
So as you start to dig into the ground, you feel a little bit of rumble. I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Did I succeed in moving the children away from the hole?
They're over in that area at least. So.
Hearing the rumbling, Varkas will stand up with his weapons.
I completely take responsibility. The fact that children are over here, that was my bad.
Yeah, I agree.
I just moved them away. No.
Alright, do I have time at least to grab my... I don't have time to put a shield on. That's an action.
Yeah, no. So it was right after the digging started that you start to feel the earth shake. So not everybody has initiative. All right, so go ahead.
Oh, I'm not on track. I must not have clicked myself.
All right, go ahead. You had what, 5? So I'll go ahead and change it.
It's 5.
All right, let me go ahead and sort.
It's already sorted. I was at the bottom of initiative anyway.
Zomboid.
All right, so now everybody's there. Let me go ahead and write token.
Oh man. They're not happy with us.
Scary, scary.
All right, so all the zombies start to come up out of the ground. Right, so start with up top. He's actually not there yet, so. All right, first one, Varkas. Once I get the sheet open.
That's a damn speedy zombie.
He dug up out of the ground right there.
18 initiative. Madness.
No,
Really hard.
Yeah, it must be.
He crit on his initiative.
Just pops out like, surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, I just realized
Damn
all the
bambos.
each one of the zombies are in there. Give me a second. I did that differently than I normally do. All right, so it's going to be on Vasterbind first. We'll go ahead and do them individually.
and that is a. Ooh. I call the zombie a profanity.
All right, so I gave them all their own initiative, so we'll just go with it. All right, Drew.
Okay, I'm going to use the Furball ability Hidden Step to become invisible as a bonus action, and then move behind this first zombie and strike it two-handed with my Great Axe. Which I assume is with advantage. That'll be 12 down. Presuming it hits on a 19.
Yes, that will hit. Sorry, I had to roll 20 just dropped on me real quick.
Yep, we're good. So I was just swinging at this guy here.
All right. So, yep, that hits.
That's my whole turn.
All right. So the API is back up.
Sorry. Action to don my shield and then interpose myself between this zombie and the children.
All right.
And I guess I use my bonus action to look calm.
All right, don't like one in my face. I will disengage.
Okay.
Back to there. And that is it.
All right. So you see this figure kind of pop out of the mound. By his side, you see a warhammer hanging.
That. I'm an idiot.
You said this one here?
Yes. As he
Okay.
fully gets out of the ground, he takes the warhammer off of his belt, grabs it two-handed, and attacks. Sorry, stream. I'm trying to reload the screen for you guys, but it's having some issues at the moment.
Oh, who is he attacking? Me? Zoltar? Sorry.
Yeah, Zoltar. Sorry. Oh, why am I?
Okay, so 3 bludgeoning.
All right. So the bloodied zombie next to Jewel, he's going to attempt to attack you.
Yep, that hits.
All right. Zoltar, you are up.
All right, so I'm gonna pull out my great axe, and you know what? I'd like to rage for my bonus action,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna run. And that dread warrior, I'm just gonna run up and smash him with my axe.
So as you swing, he kind of just parries it with his warhammer.
Damn.
All right, there we go. All right, so now the zombie on Ratkaz. Verse
God.
7.
Yep, that'll hit.
Photos steps forward to help Droll kind of hiding behind his shield and jabs with the trident.
That does connect. All right. So their zombie starts to make his way closer. Go ahead and try to slam. It looks like it hits. Blasterbine, you are up.
I disengage and move. There,
All right.
and that's my turn. I covers a profanity that sounds like
Arcaz, you're up.
All right. Well, Varkas is going to look angrily at this
Varkas.
zombie and just start hacking away. So first, and then with the
Does
sword.
hit. All right, both hit.
Okay, that'll be it.
All right, so it's going to move a little closer. Attempt to slam.
I'll also go into a rage. Seems like the thing to do.
All right.
And swing at this zombie here with the great axe.
All right, that will hit. All right, so both will hit.
Oh, I was looking for damage there. I only get one attack.
All right, yeah, so just hit Great Axe again. In chat, it should work.
There it goes. Got it. There it is.
All right, so 1 second. All right, it looks like he's about to go down, but doesn't.
I hate undead.
Right.
And I'll move here, but not take the attack of opportunity. I'm just gonna go closer to the party by.
Okay. All right, Ven, you're up.
Say maybe it's time we choose our battles rather than being swarms. I hold up my left hand with my so-called arcane focus, and I say a prayer to the one true God in deep speech, and I channel divinity, turn undead. And my wisdom's it's a believe, and my spells and my save.
Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah. Time for us to pick. It's every creature within 30, every undead within. Yeah, I think I can get all of them except for the one up. My save is 12, so I hope they fit.
All right, so we'll start with this one here.
Oh dang!
All right, next one here. so his turn. We'll save the dread for last. So we'll go up here. Bloodied one.
Man.
The other one next to Droll. Alright, so 2 of them.
I don't think I can get the one all the way up top. He's more than 30 feet away from me. So they'll run away, and we could just attack the ones who are near us.
Alright, so let's stop the dread, so. Hey, he's fine. Alright.
Oh, man. I don't really have a bonus action I want to use at this time, so that will... At least 2 of them are just going to run away.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, which 2 was it? Did you mark them? Oh, you did.
They're
Cool.
yellow dots. Yep.
Nice.
So we can not have a while.
You don't know these guys very.
Alright, Hungry, you're up.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the injured one above. And I'm not pinging. No.
Yep. That will hit.
Should have chill touched.
Alright, so you see him start to fall, but regain.
Okay. And I'm gonna just move over to here a little bit and trying to figure out how to remove the cheers action from my.
I'll go ahead and get it.
Oh, whatever that thing is, and I'm going to go on, Bambi, get in there, and I give Bambi.
Alright, so that will bring up.
How did you bring up that combat master menu?
I have it set up to bring up the little actions afterwards. Alright, so Zoltar, another Warhammer strike coming at you.
All right.
Alright, so the undead or undying zombie is going to attempt to attack Drool again. And
All right, so that's 2 damage.
That's,
Resist.
yup.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move there, and then again on the Dread Warrior, I'm going to try and hit him again.
alright. Alright.
Oops, sorry. I only meant to hit it once.
Yep, that's fine. The 14 will miss though.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, you can see he's has raggedy looking chainmail on him, so does seem to be a little bit better armored than the other creatures around him.
DM, I assume we're playing with flanking rolls because we're using a battle map.
No, flanking rules are not allowed in Adventure League.
Ah, okay.
Not looking good for Zolthar here.
All right, so Vargas.
That'll miss.
All right. right.
Okay, this thing will not go down. So this time I'm just going to try to stab it in the back of its knee. Let's see if that does the thing.
And that definitely hits.
Go down. And do not hit the turned ones. And I yell that so everybody can hear it.
All right, so that is enough to put that one. Actually, no, my math is off. He still stands.
Okay, and that is my turn.
All right, so the turned zombies move.
And I won't take the attack of opportunity against him.
Oh, I guess I shouldn't have moved them, but oh well. Close enough.
My turn. Well,
I'm sorry, I did not mean to hit that.
It's all right, I'll fix it.
Or did not mean to do that, rather. I'm trying to give him the bardic inspiration. I can't figure out how to do that, because it just puts it on me.
I can do it.
Thanks.
All right, so I believe. Where are we at now? Did it go back too far?
It unsorted the order, I think, because Bambi should be
Yeah, it should be
after
Bambi.
photos? Or after the design?
we've been on 6.
Okay, there we go.
Right. Go here and attack this one. Okay.
All right,
Sure.
it falls dead.
I say first kill of the day. That's good. That's my turn.
Orcus.
All right, so Vikas starts spinning his axe and sword around a little bit and say, right, let's see if I got this spell casting thing down. And he just shouts out, create! And swipes his axe at this guy. Oh, come on. No! Damn it! Try again! And he shouts it again. Damn it! I need more practice.
It looks like you almost cut it down twice, but yeah, it's still pursuing you.
I'll get it. I'll be a mightier wizard than you. I kind of shouts over towards Vic.
All right, so he's actually already run. I believe I took him out of the order, so he's going to attack Barkaz.
Wait, who's attacking me?
I believe I took him out of the order.
Oh, yeah, he went to 8 because he already...
Oh, okay, then forget I did
He
that.
already
I'll
attacked
just,
me.
if I took one out, he's gone. It's fine.
Yeah, the one at 8's still in the tracker.
Okay. All right, Drool, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge down here in between Vin and Thar and attack this zombie in the south. and apparently not made contact.
No, you actually do hit.
All right, that should be 8 in total because of the plus rage.
Okay. Ven, you are up.
Look at the one in front of me and say, "You're nothing. You are absolutely nothing." And I cast Magic Missile on it at first level because I only have first level spells. Doing 6 damage to the.
All right, you see them all connect. And he's still moving. Nat 1.
My turn.
All right, Hungry, you are up.
I'm going to Eldritch. I don't think there's much benefit in Chill Touch. Do I have any idea if Chill Touch stops a zombie from standing back up?
Has your character come into contact with zombies before?
Not lately. Well, probably, but I wouldn't know. They all look the same to me. I'm going to Chill Touch that one.
The bloodied one. Yep.
Yeah, that one. Okay, and then I will move up a little bit. Then I will shout to Vados. Vados? I don't remember your pronounce your name.
Vodos.
Vodos. Get the big guy and give him bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
And that will be it.
Okay, so he's going to continue his Warhammer attempts. Bad time hitting. Alright, and he's dead. Move him. Zoltar, you're up.
Jesus Christ, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, actually, are you still up after taking that 10?
I have resistance because of raging.
Right.
There you are. So I take, and then I call it like, shame to admit, but I need a bit of a hand here. And I'm gonna get and take another swipe at him with my great axe, a little bit more labored this time.
Very labored.
Yeah.
You're like, eh.
All right. And he's going to continue to try to beat on the pirate.
Yep.
Don't worry, Vartus, I will say.
All right, that hits.
I guess this was it. Is that the kind of inspiration I have, or no?
No. You could add a d6 to your attack roll or saving throw or ability check.
Okay, so I guess I hit either way. Fail.
And he does.
Oh.
10, 11,
Marcus is like, damn it, I was practicing magic.
That was
Good
my
enough.
magical stab. And then I'm going to move down, and that'll be my turn.
Guys, I'm pretty sure all this blood is supposed to be on the inside.
All right, the other one
No,
runs
no,
away.
beauty is on the inside.
A rather fearsome person, I shoot. 1 sec.
All right, that does hit.
And I action surge and do it again.
All right, you're attacking the zombie, the bloody one. I take it.
This one.
Oh, okay. First one hits.
Both hits. Yeah, both attacks on this one. And that's my...
All right.
All right, Marcus is just gonna grumble as he comes down and starts swinging at this warrior.
Yeah, that hits.
Dang.
Dark creature.
He is still standing.
Okay, I'll go ahead and use swing backhand. Probably gonna miss.
Yep,
I'll go ahead and action surge and attempt to go in with.
All right, that one will hit. You see him start to crumble, but like the others, still remain standing.
Why do you hate me?
Man, it's hard being level 1.
And I'm level 2, and he still won't let me kill anything. Just beats.
You hit that wrong crit.
No, I mean me.
All right.
Oh yeah, I need to click.
I got it. That's all right. And the other zombie, I haven't taken a turn with this one down here. He's the one that's out of the tracker. So he's going to go ahead and try to hit... Actually, he's going to try to hit Vin. And miss.
It's 14 damage to the zombie on the south.
Right, so it needs a big roll. What the?
Well,
I
Dane,
mean,
head this
I
way.
didn't even finish the sentence.
Droll turns to Vin and just goes, I really hate undead.
Wait, no, not Vin. Droll, head. Just 5 feet fine.
I mean,
5 feet's fine.
all right.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll just move one square over here.
All right. And I'll bring
And
up
that's my turn.
Vin.
The big big zombie up here that they've been fighting, and I'm just gonna glare at the one in front of me and say, "You're nothing." And I turn my attention to this big one up here, and I raise my so-called arcane focus, and green radiant flames surround the big guy. I need a dex. Guy. It fails.
It
Two
does.
radiant damage.
And you see it crumble to the ground.
And then bonus action, I'm gonna say something in deep speech, a prayer to the one deity, and I'm gonna on Zoltar cast Healing Word because I'm the best wizard there.
I'm gonna grumble some profanities in Orcish.
You don't know what I'm saying. You have 4 more hit points, Zoltar. How dare you?
Thank you.
All right,
So
hungry.
I just grumble in Orcish.
Well, that changes things a bit. I will chill touch the one dude between Droll and Vinnigan. Nope, I won't.
Yeah, that sadly will miss. Yes.
And I will move up a little bit.
All right, so I'm gonna move here. I'm just gonna shout out like, let's be
hold
done
on.
with this.
Something went strange there, because why am I right after Zoltar in the initiative order now?
That
Because-
is weird.
Cool.
Did you hit
Did I hit
down
the
instead
down
of
button?
check?
Is that
Yeah,
is
you
that a
wanna hit the
delay
check.
type of thing?
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's how it keeps screwing. Sorry about that.
No problem. I got it fixed. All right, so attacking the zombie.
And
And it's still standing.
what's with these things?
Oh, right, he is dead. You guys plan on chasing down the other 2 zombies?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't want those to like run amok in the forest or in the town.
I
We'll
would let
probably
him
just
go
blame it on
himself.
spellcaster.
All right, well, we'll worry about them after. Since we do still have the 1 threat here.
Okay, yeah, that's what. So I step on down and I just take the trident and I try to jam it through its foot or whatever.
That does hit. And it falls to the ground dead. Alright, so we'll go ahead and go out of combat. Let's say you chased down the other 2 zombies and took care of them.
See, spellcasters are pretty cool, right?
Varkas just moves away, continues grumbling profanities in Orcish.
Alright, so
Hey, I heard those.
you can see the Warhammer still lays on next to the corpse of Whitwolf. And as you get closer to it, you notice the words inscribed on it say, "My spellbook."
Finn,
Yep.
didn't you want this Warhammer? I think you mentioned that?
Well, looks like we found it.
Detect magic.
Yep. Well, I'm seeing hefty. I would not hate to leave it out here to decay.
We're definitely not leaving it out here.
Yeah,
We're
this is
supposed to
the
retrieve it.
whole reason we came here.
Yep.
As you do detect magic, it actually doesn't show any. It just seems to be an iron warhammer.
Mind if I take a look?
Is there anything magical somewhere else around still?
No, using you don't sense any magic left at all.
Vargas is going to try giving it a few swings and just seeing if it might hold up as an actual usable weapon or if it's too old and decayed.
As you do, it doesn't seem to be a great weapon. It could be usable, but you don't think it's the iron's kind of starting to rust, and it's not in the best of condition, being underground for probably 100 years or so.
Okay.
All right, kids, let's see about getting you out of town if that's what you really want. And you sure your parents can handle you? Because, like you said, they're training.
Yes, I believe since we have now started to show abilities, we'll be able to follow in their footsteps and be trained as well.
That's good. That's good. I hope your parents want you.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys head back to the ship, I take it then?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm going to return the book to town, or at least get some kid to return it to town.
Okay. So you're able to make it into town. You can drop the book off. When you get to the town square, you are met by what looks to be an angry mob. There seems to be about 20 commoners. And then that same boy, the priest's son, along with another individual kind of in robes, standing there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take out my axe and sword and say, so,
What do they say to us?
you boys have a...
Although I cast guidance on myself.
All right. As you approach, Bjorn speaks up and says, "We want the Castings, the twins. They must face justice. Submit to justice."
There's no
What?
justice for punishing children. And I glare at
You'll have to go through us if you want them.
Yeah, tell
This
us
man
what
here-
you mean justice, Bjorn.
you. Speak of
This man here puts faces through fingers or something. Ask him.
He sits there and kind of looks at the mob and says, "We outnumber you. There's no..."
Vargas laughs and says, "Oh, so?
Yeah.
you speak of justice and you persecute small children. How dare you
How big
even
is this mob?
It's 20
It's like
people.
20 people.
Yeah.
Like,
20 commoners, and then it looks
20
like one.
commoners are no match for us.
I cast sleep on them.
All right, go ahead and cast sleep. We'll see. I may have to pull up a map here. All right, so roll the 5d8, 26. Okay, so the mob behind Bjorn and this other robed figure just all kind of fall asleep. And Bjorn says, "I knew it. You guys are part of it. You should face justice as well."
Sure. You realize you're outnumbered.
Yeah, sure. We'll face justice.
And
Let's
just
go.
so you know, I'm
And I
using
start-
your logic, which means you should definitely believe yourself and just leave.
You see them kind of look back and forth at each other. I need someone to go ahead and make an intimidation or persuasion check.
Oh yeah.
Doing it.
I mean, would it fair that he would have advantage considering that, like, we're pretty well armed, and
Yes.
I'm proficient in what
I am
When
Vargas the Bold Blade.
inspiration-
Yes, you would have advantage, and you see the two
Oh,
kind
well,
of...
I got a 15.
Yeah, the 15 is actually just what you needed. So, you see them both kind of start looking back at each other, looking at the mob. Said, "I guess we'll let you pass for now, but you will someday face Tempest's justice.
Like, you'll face Tempest justice. As we walk away, I cast Crater Destroy Water using my last spell slot and make it.
Okay. And
I
they're
kind
now
of
drenched.
walk past. I kind of walk past saying, "If Tempest has a problem, he can come here and kiss my hairy ass." Just shove my way past them. If any of you guys have a problem with that, you're welcome to come take it up with me and my axe.
All right. Okay, so once you guys have captured the spellbook and returned to Poppy's ship, you've agreed to take on the twins, and that is where this adventure will go ahead and end.
Oh.
It is a short one.
I
I
was so close to slaughtering a town.
I'm glad you didn't. I didn't have a map set up.
I was gonna magic missile like some townspeople and tell them I'll do it to the others. But
I honestly can't imagine that town of 20, that mob of 20 people being able to stand much of a chance against a full party of adventurers.
No, once the Acolyte or Bjorn were intimidated or down, the rest of them would have run. All right, so let me go ahead and close out the stream, and I'll jump back to you guys and give you your rewards.
Yay.
so if see some cool magic like I have, they should go.
All right, thank you all so much for watching tonight's Adventure League game. I would like to thank all my players. If you like what you saw, please follow, support the channel. Below the streams are links to different wish lists to help with content for the stream. Or Patreon if you wish to support that way. These things will help me keep a Roll20 subscription and help improve the channel or my computer, so hope we can get rid of some lag. But if you wish to learn more about Adventure League or D&D in general, please join the D&D Daddy Warbooks D&D community, where you can learn to play and join in one of these games. Thank you again to all my players and for watching. Until next time, end of line.